We are exactly 7 hours away till Super Bowl kickoff time, when most of us will stop whatever we're doing and tune in for the Patriots, what am I saying? The Seahawks, and of course, the ads. But I want to tell you about a Super Bowl mystery, one that stretches back 48 years, back to the very first Super Bowl. It was in 1967. Two networks actually showed the game that year, NBC and CBS, but neither of them have the footage. It's as if Super Bowl I has disappeared. Jack Whitaker was the play-by-play man for CBS, and he's never seen his own broadcast. His story is coming up in a few minutes. But first, let me show you the few snippets of video that do exist. This is from two film reels containing part of the historic broadcast. They were found buried away years ago in an attic in Pennsylvania. But we don't know who found them. The man is anonymous. He has the holy grail of sports footage, and almost nobody has seen it. So what is the holdup? Let me bring in Stephen Harwood. His client has the recording. Mr. Harwood, thanks for being here.
Good morning, Brian. How are you?
I'm wonderful. I think this is an amazing story. How did your client discover the tape?
Well, what happened in 1967, nobody at home really had the facilities or the technology to record games. But the father of my client worked for a company that did have the equipment and went in on Sunday, 1967, when the game was played, and recorded the game on 2-inch quadruplex tapes. And after the game, took the two reels, put them in his attic, where they lay dormant for about 38 years.
And now the tape is in the possession, one of the tapes is in the possession of the Paley Center here in New York, a museum and an organization about the history of television. I talked to the curator there, Ron Simon. He says he's wondering, has there been any progress? Because now the issue is you all are talking to the NFL, trying to get a deal done so this tape can be seen publicly, right?
That is correct. We have certainly kept our lines of communication open with the NFL. We've offered to meet with them. It's certainly our desire that the NFL get possession of what's on the tape. We think, given that the Super Bowl 50 is coming up next year, looking back at Super Bowl I would make an exciting time to revisit what happened in January 1967.
You know, I talked to Ron this morning. He said the tape is in a vault. You know, I'm not even able to go see it in person because he would have to get your permission. So what does your client want? Is it just a matter about the amount of money that's at issue here?
Well, I think money is certainly an issue. We believe that it has some value to it. Back in 2005, Sports Illustrated put a value on this tape of in excess of $1 million. And to put that in perspective, $1 million is the equivalent of about 7 seconds of commercial airtime on today's game. So I think that there's value on the tape. I think it would be important for the sports community to see this footage, and we think that the NFL is in the best position to commercially exploit and show what's on the tape. And we are most interested in getting it into the hands of the NFL and then into the hands of the consumer and the sports community. And we feel being compensated for preserving it for all these years is certainly a reasonable thing to do.
All right, I hope a deal gets done. Steve Harwood, thanks for being here.
You're quite welcome. Thank you, Brian.
So I mentioned Jack Whitaker a moment ago. He is a legend among sports announcers. He has covered all the great sporting events of our time, from the Olympics to the World Cup, and he was there on the sidelines for Super Bowl I, calling the plays for CBS. Jack, thanks so much for joining me.
Well, you're quite welcome. Welcome to Super Bowl weekend.
That's right, that's right. We're less than 8 hours away at this point. When you were on the sidelines that day, did you ever expect the Super Bowl to become what it is today? I mean, we're expecting over 110 million people to be tuning in tonight.
No, we thought it was going to be a very important game, the cap of the season to crown a real champion. And we never dreamed it would turn into what it has today, which is just a big social event.
Right, as much for the ads as for the game itself.
Well, that's it. I think you could really describe the Super Bowl today as being two exhausted teams playing second fiddle to the halftime show and the TV commercials.
So it's been so many years now. Do you have any recording, any record of that first broadcast?
No, I don't. Nothing at all. All I have is what's in my memory.
There's no real tape that can be watched. I mean, none that anybody has except for one private owner who is anonymous. That is wild to me. I mean, how could that have happened?
Well, I don't know. We didn't have much people who were interested in the history of our industry in those days. We lost a lot of important tapes and recordings of important events. I think that's been corrected now, thank goodness.
For you as the broadcaster, what was the scariest moment of the game?
Well, for me, it was the beginning of the second half. Ray Scott did the play-by-play in the first half, and I did the second half. So the second half kickoff goes, ball gets into the end zone, all of a sudden the whistles blow and play stops.
Huh.
And I look down, there's no flag, I can't see anything. I looked over to Frank Gifford, he gave me a, I don't know. What it was, NBC was still in commercial and they missed the kickoff.
Oh, geez.
So they did the kickoff a second time.
Yeah, that's one of the strange things about the first Super Bowl. Both NBC and CBS televised it. How did that come about?
Well, NBC had televised the AFL games and CBS had done the NFL games. So who was going to do the Super Bowl? So Pete Rozelle, in his infinite wisdom, said both networks will do them.
And you were on CBS along with Frank Gifford. You were doing the CBS broadcast. There was a pretty wild rivalry between NBC's and CBS's teams, right?
Yes, oh yes. And that got as much print as the two teams did leading up to the game. And that was the beginning of a part of the Super Bowl. There's always a backstory that's almost as big as a game.
So what do you remember about the telecast? Where were you in the stadium, and what was it like to be broadcasting to so many millions of people?
Well, it was kind of scary, yes. It always is. But you have to be a little scared to be any good. And I think after that incident in the beginning of the second half, things calmed down for me and we were okay.
Do you think over time, over the decades, journalists have changed the way they cover sports in an important way? I mean, you worked for both ABC News and ABC Sports even in the 1980s. Have you seen a real change in how journalists approach this topic?
Yes, I think so. And again, I think it's because of the culture change. Some people ask questions that we would never ask, or let me put it this way, they ask questions in a manner in which we would never ask a question.
Tell me what you mean. What's the
And,
difference?
Well, I mean, they just get right down to it, and they're kind of rude sometimes. And no, it's good journalism to ask the tough questions, but there's a good way to ask a tough question.
When you see a scandal or a perceived scandal like Deflategate dominating the press, do you roll your eyes at that, or do you think that's an important story?
Well, you're supposed to report what's happening. And sometimes they overdo it, like I think this inflation story has been overdone. And but I think generally they do a better job today than we did back then.
You covered so many different sporting events. Where's the Super Bowl rank for you?
It's important because I did the first one. Secretariat's Belmont was much more important, or just as important, and many other things I've done over the years. And certainly the other Super Bowls I did about 12 of them, I guess. None of them kind of measure up. The first one does because it was the first.
Jack Whitaker, thanks so much for being here. Great talking with you.
Thank you very much. It was great talking to you. Brought back a lot of memories.